Back to After the Whistle, and Ryan, a AA state championship going to Fargo North, kind of a redemption story from last year, losing to Jamestown in the title game. And of course, it was really a tale of two halves in this one, but talk about the dominance of Fargo North, the way they jumped out on Grand Forks Central in this one, in their 31-6 victory.
Yeah, and we talked about this before the game, is that if you're Grand Forks Central, you had to try to limit them early, and right away, Fargo North, you have guys like Ethan Welk under center, then also Peter Halga, who had a big game. They have so many different weapons. They can do it on the ground, through the air, and they showed that, especially in that first half, putting up 28 of their 31 points.
This is a program that has been looking to get back to this plateau. It's been 23 years since they won a state title back in 2000 over Bismarck High. And so Coach Rowland, he's been around this group for 10 years, and it's been quite a process to build this program back up to where it wants to be, and he's reaping the rewards today.
And you feel like you get that sentiment of Rome wasn't built in a day. And he mentioned how these seniors, he's seen since elementary school, and how both players mentioned it's been that off-season work, not just playing football, but other sports like baseball, basketball, track, to get them into being more versatile athletes. And you're seeing that really pay off, not just on their stars, but throughout the entire program as well.
And to hear that on the top of the mind after the game, you can tell it was very rewarding for this group when they won the state title.
These guys are fantastic. We've been working with these guys since they were even in elementary all the way through middle school, and I'm super happy for them. They've worked really hard, and that's the one thing is people don't see all the work they put in, in the off season, in other sports and all that to set them up for this, and the focus and the drive that they've had to stick together, and then just playing. These guys play for each other, and it's just a great way to end their careers.
It's amazing. It's more amazing to have the fans and the kids on the sideline looking like this is the expectation of Fargo North football and Fargo North sports now, and just to really be that stepping stone for everybody to show that North can be good. I mean, it just feels amazing.
Of course, we have to give our props to Grand Forks Central. Coming out of that second half, they really threw a pretty good punch at Fargo North, getting the touchdown drive, and then the onside kick. You kind of felt a little bit of momentum. And this night's team, despite being a 7 seed, really showed up on the big stage.
And you have to give credit. They took down a 2 seed, 42-10, and then go to Jamestown, the 2-time reigning champs, and beat them in a really sloppy game when it comes to turnovers. But you see the resilience in that team, and you saw it. They made those adjustments and really came out with a couple punches out of the half for sure.
Coach Schauer, dealing with a new child at home. It was born on Monday before Dakota Bowl, but of course he had a football game to prepare for, and I think Grand Forks Central has to be proud of what they put on the football field today. But Fargo North, the dominance, and Peter Halgo, who's going to be playing for the Bison next year, and making a statement on a stage that he's going to be playing on for quite a bit in his college days.
And he just showed his dominance. He can do it with his agility. He's also a power back. You just saw him bounce off defenders, lower his shoulder. He is so physical, but also defensively at the linebacker spot, had an interception. He really does it all.
Let's hear from that top running back after the game.
Well, coming out hot like that, especially in a big game like this, is everything. You can put him down early, and you have sort of a safety cushion to rely on. But when we start coughing up the ball and stuff, and they get the onside kick, it's a little stress. But you still look up at the scoreboard, and they're running the ball a lot, keeping it in bounds. The clock's ticking. They're not scoring fast, and they have to make up a lot of ground quick. So we were relaxed. I think we just need to focus up and finish the job done. Since day one of the season, we said take every play, every rep, just as it comes, and every week. I feel like we really did that, showed that out, and I mean, we stick to our mentality, and it worked us out here.